Teal at 138, man.
Phenomenal shape, bro. Phenomenal shape. Kid looks focused. You know, he did it right. You know, he stayed lean, stayed true to himself, didn't try to blow up and, you know, put on all that added muscle, slow him down. He gonna be sharp, man. And those added 3 pounds, you know, it's gonna allow him to focus. It's gonna allow his energy level should be up, his conditioning should be up to probably better than when he was at 135, to be honest with you. So you could tell that the young man, he had a great training camp and he's serious and focused for a fight like this.
Oscar De La Hoya's coming tomorrow. Obviously, Tank and Ryan are in talks.
I'll believe it when I see it. You know, I believe it when I see it. People say a lot of things. Things happen. He could maybe show up, maybe not. I don't know. You know,
is a Teal versus Ryan fight? I asked Sean Porter about it yesterday. He said that he feels Teal has a little too many weapons for Ryan. Would you agree with that, or?
Look, I think it's a great fight for both men. You have a guy like Ryan Garcia. He's a big 140 pounder, dude. You know, when I saw his body and his frame, his legs, his shoulders, his back, he's big. He's a big guy. Teo is a pretty big guy too, a solid guy, but he's not as big as Ryan at 140. But Ryan got speed, he got power. You know, I think both guys, they have their flaws. You know, I haven't really looked at film or whatever, but I think it'll be a good fight. I honestly think it'll be a great, entertaining fight. Both guys like to talk a lot of head. It'd be fun. That fight will basically promote itself. Honestly, everybody want to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Bernard Hopkins told me, switching gears real quick to Crawford Spence. Bernard Hopkins told me he kind of favors Crawford more because he's seen Crawford have to adapt in the ring and make changes like that. And I kind of approached him, well, maybe you don't see that from Spence because maybe what he does works, or maybe are we just not? It's harder to see with Spence. I don't know.
I don't think we've seen the best Spence yet. I personally don't think so, and I say that with all due respect to Crawford, and I really don't think we saw the best Crawford just yet. You know, to be honest with you, Crawford figures out a way to get these guys up out of there. That's what's special about Crawford. You know, and he doesn't refrain from that. Like, even being in the 11th round, he's still going for the KO. He's not one of those guys that's, you know, just looking to dance. Oh, I'm gonna box my way to victory. No, he's always looking to take you out. Spence, on the other hand, if you got to go back, you got to look at your history, man. Like a lot of guys, we sit back and we look at their, you know, present fights or what they've done. Go back and watch Spence early in his career. Go watch Spence, you know, in the amateurs. Go check him out. Dude can move, bro. Dude can move. I'm telling you, he can move. Go watch him against Danny. When he fought against, no, not Danny, excuse me. Watch him when he fought against Garcia. What's the other one? Mikey Garcia. He can move. He can box, bro. Like, don't just be persuaded the fact that yes, he likes to come forward. He has that high volume, but if he needed to, you know, he can fight off his back foot and lure Crawford in if he wanted to. So I think it's a great fight, man. I don't know if the fight's ever gonna happen. I keep hearing through the grapevine, it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's not gonna. I don't know, man. These guys just need to figure it out, man, because it's the biggest fight in boxing.
It really is. We need it.
Yeah.
Just two more. With those guys, neither one of them like being the last person hit. They like being the last person to hit.
Yeah.
The other. Do you feel like that combustion is going to end up making like a Hagler-Hearns type of fight? Because neither one like it, and then that's kind of like when the will starts coming into play, right?
I mean, I think stylistically, I think that both guys can adapt to each other. I think that Terence is more of a, I would say, more of a prolific counterpuncher than Spence. I think he does a little bit more off his back foot than Spence. Spence with the volume, Terence being the counterpuncher, Spence having that volume, it can disrupt the counterpuncher at times because Crawford can be looking for one shot, you know, to counter, and Spence is throwing combinations. Yes, there is openings when you throw combinations, but Spence does a good enough job to avoid those shots, taking those oncoming shots and counters. So with his volume, so I think it's just one of them fights, bro. We just gotta honestly, we gotta just sit. You know, they gotta get in the ring and fight, man. To be honest with you, I mean, my money has always been on Crawford. Y'all already know what it is, but I think it's a winnable fight for both guys, man. It really is.
Last one, man. Joshua's rematching Usyk next week with Robert Garcia in his corner. Was that the right call, you feel, trainer-wise, being that Robert is kind of known to be aggressive?
Look, it don't matter. To me, it don't matter who's in the corner with Joshua, to be honest. honest with you. I don't think it matters. I think that the fact that Robert Garcia is there, and he's going to fight a pressure type of fight. I think that Robert has that experience. He understands how to pressure guys, how to corner guys. You know, especially boxers. You know, he has a fleet of guys inside the gym that are, you know, that's what they apply. They apply pressure and they can punch. You know, you got to understand that Robert is not a dumb guy, man. Robert is a smart ass guy, bro. That's why he's one of the best trainers in the world. He's extremely smart. He saw something. He saw something in a pre-training camp, bro. You know, you have a little pre-training camp before you decide as a trainer to go work with this guy. You need to see certain things, certain attributes, you know, certain characteristics, and say, you know what, he got it. You think Robert just took the job just because the money? Hell no. His reputation, it's a lot going on. These trainers, they have egos too. You know, he felt that what he saw, he can work with, and that he can improve. It's perfect. So the match is made. You know, you got the challenge, yes, with Joshua, but I think the trainer, he's challenging himself as well in this fight. So it should be a great fight, man. My money's still on Usyk. I think he has the better legs, in and out. You know, he's real creative with his offense. But I think it's gonna be a harder fight this time around for Usyk than it was the first time.
All right. Thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate your time, sir.